Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, December 19th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Indeed, folks, another exciting Thursday night to talk about all the cool things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, we're talking championship matches, returning legends, and more. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, executive producer, and content manager of the channel of the Ravens Flock. And on behalf of all of us, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Wrewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister. You couldn't come up with something clever this time, could you?
No, not this time. This time I decided to give you a break.
Victory is mine!
For now.
Victory's still mine for now.
And much like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker.
What the fuck were you doing with the Ethan Page thing?
For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis while Jose is trying to rip off all ego Ethan Page. Just show everybody that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a very simple way that you can help. And that is by continuing to do what you do now, which is spread the word of the Ravens Flock. Share the link to this channel. Tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, everyone who is a geek, nerd, or all-around lover of nerd and pop culture in your life, or if it's just you, and let them know that we are here for you, that we're here for them. We're here to make a difference in the nerd and geek community. And before you know it, we'll have enough subscribers who will become inner flockers, who will then be able to help us become self-sufficient and take this channel to the heights that it rightfully deserves. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to our members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, we've got Nikki Bella holding it down, Lisa Boo as well, and of course, Vicente Guerrero are all in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for that.
All right.
Jose, what is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
So here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, to timeline where we are right now, we're still in the middle of December. We're just a few days away from Christmas.
Christmas!
6 days to be
exact.
It's Christmas. It go me Christmas.
Christmas!
And
Christmas!
Yep. AEW's Ring of Honor is right now gearing up for their final pay-per-view event, which is tomorrow night. Ring of Honor Final Battle, which will be at the legendary Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City.
I don't know why they keep trying to pronounce it as Hammerstein. It's Stein, like Scott Steiner, not Steen like Kevin Steen. Come on, guys, it's
weird.
Give a motherfucker a break here.
Also, WWE has brought back one of their time-honored traditional shows in its company's history called WWE's Saturday Night Main Event, which took place last Saturday on the 14th over in over in the Nassau Coliseum.
In Long Island, New York.
That's right, the hometown of one of Juan's favorite wrestlers of all time, Mick Foley.
You're damn right. And the hometown of one of my other favorite pro wrestling heroes here, the off-imitated, never duplicated, always ready, Matt Cardona.
Yay! Here's to hoping that he wins the Ring of Honor World title.
Please let anyone else but Chris Jericho.
But you forget, Juan. There's another wrestler that you do like who's from Long Island, New York. He's very popular right now. AEW wrestler, MJF.
Because he's better than you and we know it.
Exactly.
He sent in the chat saying, with that Cap Jose is living out Black Christmas. By the way, watch the 1974 OG and the 2006 remake. Fuck the 2019 PG-13 Black Christmas remake.
Okay.
Yeah, no, fuck that noise.
But anyways, so yeah, it's a lot of wrestling, a lot of great things to wrap up 2024, and the holidays are coming around, folks. And yes, and it's a good time for all around, because we all deserve gifts, we all deserve presents, and we all deserve to treat ourselves to a gift. So why not treat yourself to something that that your body will benefit from? Why not treat yourself to something that's going to keep your body going for hours, for hours and hours, without any sign of ugliness or crash? Much like Glitch Energy!
Okay, you tried.
Yeah.
The damn right, yo. That's why we at the Ravens Flock are proud to continue being partnered up with our friends at Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy specially formulated smart energy blend keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens Flock, with zero sugar, zero carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. But the most important part about it is that Glitch Energy has a wide array of different products available to you. And if you go to glitchenergy.com, you can see that they have a wide range of flavors for you to choose from. And you want to make sure that you keep them bookmarked, because you never know when a new flavor would hit. Isn't that right, Jose?
That's right. Or when an old flavor is going to come back just in time for the holidays, such as elf candy and
Grinchberry.
Grinchberry.
Yep, the Grinchberry being their cranberry punch flavor for the holidays, and the elf candy being their being the jelly bean flavor over here. And you can tell that these guys at Glitch, they take the holidays very seriously, because they want you to make sure that you're treating everyone who's naughty and nice properly. Just because you're naughty doesn't mean you deserve to crash or deserve to have substandard or subpar the energy needs. No, you deserve the best, even if you're not exactly on the nicest person on the planet.
Exactly.
Like, people like Jelly Bean and people like Cranberry Punch.
Exactly, and to cut in, the most important thing, of course, is the flavor and the taste. And if you look at their website, as Juan said, there's different energy combination blends to choose from. It's amazing how many different flavor options there are in glitchenergy.com.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's 15 here. Let's see. And how many on the first page? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, 31 flavors. Oh my god! It's just like Baskin-Robbins, except instead of ice cream, it's energy.
Which is just as good.
Exactly.
And
if you go better.
And if you go onto glitchenergy.com right now and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, you will receive a 20% discount on your order. So why wait? Don't hesitate. This is the holiday times. This is the most wonderful time of the year, and you deserve a treat to yourself. So go to glitchenergy.com, get yourself the gift of human body fuel, and your body is going to love you forever.
We want to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock and continuing to help us out, and by helping our viewing audience with their energy needs. Thank you very much for that, guys. You guys are the best. Mr. Quake is in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Quake. Happy holidays there, buddies.
Yeah, exactly, you see, Mr. Quake knows what he's talking about. Glitch is better than Red Bull and Monster.
You're damn right it is. It's not harsh on your body or on your soul. It doesn't try to punish you by making you crash at the worst possible moment. Glitch Energy really is insane and really is incredibly good quality stuff. We wouldn't be promoting them if it wasn't. So thank you again.
All right, so let's go ahead and start by before we get into this weekly reviews. We're going to go ahead and talk about the main event of this year's WWE Saturday Night main event. I know I said it twice. There. Ring the damn bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right. So this December's Saturday, the returning show of Saturday Night main event was headlined by a one-on-one match for the undisputed WWE Championship. These two guys are going to run it back again, and it is the challenger to the right, Kevin Owens from Maribel, Quebec, Canada, going one-on-one against the undisputed WWE Champion,
Johnny using an arrogant idea. People are thinking of trying to not just and Kevin Owens thinking that everything is out against him. So Cody Rhodes is really trying to get it, but at the end of the day, Kevin Owens can't be reasoned with because Kevin Owens is really a big pain in the butt. He thinks he's over the better than him, and he's sure that Cody Rhodes is actually trying to bring him down and bring him back down to earth, even though he doesn't really deserve that. Cody Rhodes.
Yes, that's right.
Adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes.
If it works, you know. So yes, Cody Rhodes defending his the undisputed WWE title against Kevin Owens on Saturday Night Main Event, and it was such an incredible match. As soon as
going retro too, because Cody Rhodes did not come out with the current iteration of the undisputed WWE Championship.
I forgot to get a picture of the belt.
But instead,
he came out with the classic Winged Eagle.
It's a replica, but yeah.
Yeah, the replica of the classic Winged Eagle WWE Championship that was used from 1989 and retired in 1998 following WrestleMania 14.
Yep, this was the one the last champion to wear this to be as recognition of the WWE Championship was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah!
After he defeated the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in an exciting WrestleMania main event that year with special guest enforcer Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
With a little assist from the aforementioned Mike Tyson, but let's not let facts get in the way
of a good time. All right, let's go.
All right, so as soon as the bell rang, Cody Rhodes tried to go in, but then Kevin Owens rolls out of the ring, having none of that shit, just dodging Cody Rhodes whenever he can. But Cody was not having any of this bullshit, so Cody decided to take the fight to him and start slamming Kevin Owens around at ringside.
Ow.
That's right. And
Prime Energy isn't... Prime Hydration isn't freaking retro. What's that Prime fucking basket doing out there? That's not retro at all. That's not old school at all. What the fuck are they doing with that? That's too new. That doesn't deserve to be on there. Get rid of that shit.
Hey.
I'm going to do us a little favor here, Isaiah. I'm just going to do a little quick...
Oh, yeah, because you've learned the cropping technique. There we go. Now the picture looks better.
Much better. Ha! Fuck you. Logan Paul.
So Cody Rhodes takes the fight to Kevin Owens, slamming him around all at ringside, eventually taking the fight all the way over to the announce desk, where there's Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and WWE Hall of Famer Jesse the Body Ventura.
By the way, folks, you need to have the wrestlers unionized. You need to make sure that all the professional wrestlers in WWE are completely unionized.
Yeah, exactly, Jesse. By the way, Cody is a really one hell of a champion. Your thoughts?
I need to be unionized over here.
And anyway, so getting back to the action, Cody Rhodes, in the beginning of the match, continued to keep the pressure on.
That's literally what they fucking did to Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes continued to keep the pressure on the challenger by also hitting him with a suicide dive through the ropes, but he still. But the problem is that while doing the suicide dive, he landed on the bad leg.
Ow!
Yeah, Cody Rhodes is wrestling hurt. His left leg is hurt from the last week's edition of Friday Night SmackDown when he went up against Chad Gable.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a whole fucking thing, by the way, that that Kevin Owens thought that Cody's faking his injury or something? Isn't that a part of this whole bone of contention? Or am I misremembering here?
Oh, no. That is one of the bones of contentions. Jesse the Body Ventura thinks that Cody's being dumb and irresponsible for wrestling hurt.
What? You need to be taking care of your body. As a former Navy SEAL, nobody knows better than I. What you need to do is make sure that every one of the wrestlers are unionized.
But yeah, I know. But that being said, yes, Cody Rhodes is wrestling with a hurt leg, and it was only a matter of time before Kevin Owens, the crazy Canadian shark that he is, smells blood in the water and exploits the weakness.
Like so.
Kevin Owens turns the match around, hitting a back dropping Cody Rhodes back first onto the announce desk before eventually taking the fight back into the ring.
Can I just give one little thing here? Okay.
Man, look at Jesse
Hold
Ventura.
on. Pat McAfee jumped out of the way for high heavens. Michael Cole, out of the way. Jesse Ventura, sitting there and taking it like a boss.
Damn, dude!
God damn, this old man is
Man, you know what he's like, man, I've been in that shit before.
I've been in this stuff for way too long, for too many years. I've seen a lot of action. And the most important thing about that action is that every one of the professional wrestlers are getting taken care of.
Okay, all right, Jesse. That's enough out of you, buddy. Let's continue with the match, okay? Anyways, so Kevin Owens, after dropping Cody Rhodes back first onto the announce desk, hey, I would rather have him back first on a desk than through a flaming table, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, in front of a bunch of ingrates.
Kevin Owens rolls Cody Rhodes back into the ring and continues to target the left leg and takes control of the match. Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. Kevin Owens spends the majority of the middle of the match just taking apart the left leg on Cody, working on it relentlessly, not giving Cody any inch, not giving Cody any opportunity to get his footing back. All the pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody Rhodes would not waver. The power of the American Nightmare surges through the undisputed WWE champion. Right after a freaking swanton bomb, that is.
From Kevin Owens.
From Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hits a swanton bomb, but Cody Rhodes was able to kick out after 2. And then Cody Rhodes starts to Hulk up. Cody it up! Brother.
No.
Yep, Cody Rhodes hits the bionic elbow. He hits his comeback, a couple of right hands.
Hold on. Why is he hitting a drop kick and facing forward with a single leg drop kick on the leg that's hurt?
Because that's not a drop kick. That's the disaster kick, the spinning roundhouse kick.
Oh, I thought that was a drop kick. What the fuck?
Nope. Let me walk you through. Part of his comeback, he hits a couple of right hands. He hits a power slam on Kevin Owens, and then he goes to the second rope and springboards and hits a disaster kick, which is a roundhouse kick with the right leg, not the left.
So instead, he's just gonna land on the bum leg instead of using the bum leg as the offense.
But it doesn't matter, Juan. He's the champion, and he's got the power of the red, white, and blue surging through him.
I mean, yeah, it's also red, white, and blues over there. It's even up on the ring ropes. Yeah.
I
see that power. Yeah.
You know, I have no notes. I just like red, white, and blue ring ropes. I mean,
Same.
you could call me a nostalgia dork.
Same.
Yeah.
Also, Logan James in the chat. Hey up, Logan James. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Did you ever watch the match between Mercedes Moné and Hazuki in New Japan's Pro Wrestling Strong Style Evolution? Because it's one of the best women's match I've ever seen.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have not. I have read notes about it. One of my friends who I'm part of a community with actually posted notes about it. And apparently there was like this post-match dance-off between Mercedes Moné and Mina Shirakawa, which was neat.
Oh, so that's where that clip was from. Okay. I only found the clip of Mina Shirakawa and Mercedes Money doing booty dances at each other. I have not seen the match itself.
It's Mercedes Moné, with an accent.
The only thing that has an accent is her ego. And it's French.
Fair enough. So getting back to it. So Cody Rhodes, he's now fired up. He's got Kevin Owens in his sights. He's about to go and hit the Cody Cutter, but Kevin Owens dodges out of the way. But then they get the fight back to ringside, and Cody Rhodes hits the Cutter onto the announce desk, which surprisingly does not break. What the fiddly fuck?
I am the table?
I am the table!
What the fuck?
Oh no, hang on. Let me do it in Jesse Ventura's voice. I am the damn table.
Really? How do you feel about the rights of the table over here, Jesse?
I think they need to start a union.
I'm sorry, what was that? Can you just say that again?
Listen, I think they need to start a union. I think it's important that the union... Okay, I'm gonna stop. Jesus, man. That horse is already dead.
Yeah. Sorry, okay. Alright, we've killed the joke. We've killed the joke. We've officially run that joke down. It's okay. We'll stop with the union thing because Jesse Ventura was trying to talk about bringing wrestlers having a union, and they cut his mic in the middle of him talking about that.
Yeah, because we can't have that. We can't
have good things. Apparently, still.
All right. So getting back to the action.
Hold on, real quick. Vicente in the chat. Jesse sat there during the table bump, being the badass he is. JR would do that a lot too. And yes, every other commentator runs away once action gets too close to the table, aka ran like bitches.
I expect a little bit more spine from Michael Cole. How many matches have you called now?
How many? And what about Pat McAfee, Mr. Homeboy? Doesn't he also do a swanton bomb sometimes when he gets in the ring?
Yeah, that's another thing, dude. You've wrestled in matches. How are you shocked by this?
For real, Pat. Shit, boy.
All right, let's go ahead and continue on before I think any hard about this crap.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so the action gets back into the ring. Kevin Owens was able to turn the match around yet again and hits a beautiful superplex off the second rope. But even with the superplex, Cody Rhodes would not stay down for the 3 counts. And then we get to the crazy match finish. And I kid you not, this shit is fucking convoluted, depending on how you look at it. Because we get a referee bump! Yeah! Kevin Owens shoves Cody Rhodes to the referee, and referee Charles Robinson, that poor bastard, gets knocked out of the ring. Kevin Owens tries to hit him with a freaking stunner, but there was no referee to make the count, so we get a second referee to come in, and Cody Rhodes kicks out after 2. And then afterwards, we get another referee bump!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Cody Rhodes tries to go for the Cody Cutter, and there's a misfire, and he accidentally hits the referee.
You gotta be shitting me, Tony. Thank you, Tony Kimmel.
And then in the final moments of the match, Cody Rhodes was able to finally get back on his feet, and he locks in Kevin Owens, ready to hit the crossroads. But as the opportunity presents itself, because Kevin Owens stupidly rolls a steel chair in the ring, Cody Rhodes uses the momentum, hits the crossroads, nailing Kevin Owens headfirst onto the steel chair, and Charles Robinson was awake enough to roll back into the ring to count 1, 2, 3. Your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion,
Cody! Came with a great time, and even though Kevin Owens didn't really win the match, Kevin Owens came out on top of everything, and even though Kevin Owens was still diabolical and everything, trying to talk about unions, even though for sale for the union, at the end of the day, Cody went to the chair and tried to bring it over, even though there was 2 ref bumps in the middle of this match. Cody! Rhodes.
I wasn't raving. You were raving.
Yeah, I'm a lunatic. What do you want from me?
So anyways, your thoughts of the main event.
It was cool.
It was great.
I'm not even under the influence of any substances or anything. Like, normally I have to do that in order to help regulate my pain, but I was totally enjoying myself the entire time with this match.
Absolutely, and this was such a good moment for the match. Oh yeah, by the way, you get a little bit of a picture here of the replica. I mean, it doesn't show much, but it's there.
Yeah, the only thing they did is they photoshopped out the WWE logo because the one they have on there just has WW. It doesn't say WWF. Like the old school World Wrestling Federation on there, so it's just photoshopped in the image. Whereas in the actual belt, it was just WW.
Yeah,
for World Wrestling Entertainment. So, like, that's how you know it's just a replica.
It is just a replica. Now, what they don't show is what happened when the cameras were off the air. See, after the match, after the show went off the air, Cody Rhodes took the mic and he was going to address the fans over at the Nassau Coliseum, but he was attacked from behind from Kevin Owens, who is such a fucking sore loser that he not only attacks Cody Rhodes, but he hits him with a package spike pile driver in the middle of the ring, the same pile driver that put Randy Orton on the injury shelf, and a whole bunch of referees and officials had to come down here and stop Kevin Owens from this assault.
Even Sugar Shane Helms over here in his very smart 3-piece gray suit, trying to help bring some stability up in this.
Hey, you better watch out, Kevin Owens. You're lucky that you ain't got a hurricane on your hands.
Hey, what's up with that?
Exactly. Now, that being said, I've read up the reports that apparently this injury angle is supposed to be done because fans were starting to turn on Cody Rhodes, and they wanted to keep the babyface momentum on him.
I see. Huh.
So, yeah, it looks like WWE were running into another problem with a babyface champion now with fans turning on him because this seems like a John Cena. They're afraid of the John Cena effect.
They're afraid of Super Cena turning into Super Cody?
Yeah.
And considering that Kevin Owens is already a loose cannon in his own right, it's not as if it comes out of nowhere. So it's plausible, but at the same time, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand fans' frustrations. Nobody likes this formula. Super John Cena, Super Hulk Hogan. After seeing them win so many damn times, it gets old and it gets annoying after a while.
But here's the thing. He doesn't really necessarily have a lot of matches to go over in to begin with. You have to remember that Cody Rhodes is now in the chapter of, I'm at the top of the mountain, now I have to fight to defend my place at the top. And there isn't anything showing like Homelander Cody, Dark Cody, Black Hair Cody, none of that shit happening, at least not that we could see yet. But what we're seeing here is basically just trying to remind everyone, hey, by the way, Cody's still the good guy. There's no plans on turning him heel yet. Let's not pull a stupid like AEW did and try to Codyverse it.
Exactly. And so far, he has defended his title consecutively. Since becoming the champion, Cody Rhodes has battled back against AJ Styles, not once, but twice. He also battled back Kevin Owens, not once, but twice. And he also defended his title against Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam.
And let's not forget the wonderful, magnificent, ultimate super champion of all time and the greatest, the most progressive city of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel.
No, fuck that shit. That's it.
Blood money.
No, fuck that shit. That's its own separate universe.
Blood money.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Fuck them.
Anyways, so yeah, overall, great show, Saturday Night Main Event. All the other matches were spectacular. Liv Morgan defended her women's world title match against Io Sky. Chelsea Green became the inaugural women's United States champion, which is awesome.
And thank you for paying proper respect to her by announcing her accordingly, Jose.
You only get one.
Chelsea Green! It's wonderful.
And yeah, everything else was pretty solid, and I can't wait to see what happens here. Now, that being said, we know that Saturday Night Main Event is coming back in January in San Antonio, Texas. This is the only time we're going to be doing a review of this, because we're not going to be doing a Saturday Night Main Event review every month. That's a little too much for us.
Yeah, it would kind of throw a wrench in the works here. And yeah, a Canadian won the women's U.S. title. Yes, the irony is not lost on us. We're not worried about it.
Exactly.
Like we've had Japanese guys with United States championships. We've had British people with other Canadians as United States champions. Come on, like it's not the end of the day. It's filler, bro. Yeah, no, it's not the end of the world. What are the odds Curtis Axel runs in someday and hammer smashes the new Winged Eagle belt just like dear old dad did, a.k.a. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig?
Oh, man.
That would have been funny. That would have been cool.
If they didn't fire Curtis Axel and they did something with him.
Yeah, also, if we knew for a fact that they were going to keep the Winged Eagle belt for a more long-term basis, it looks like right now, Kevin Owens ran away at the end of the show with the Winged Eagle replica belt.
Yeah, proclaiming himself as champion. That's right. He stole the title. Even
though he's not the champion in any way, shape, or form, it's not recognized. The actual Universal Championship which is the gold with the big W on there, that's the real one. This was just a thing done for the show for the Saturday Night Main Event. I wish it'd be funny, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
The Crown Jewel Championship. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things. Let's go ahead and move on, and now let's go into this week's edition of WWE's NXT.
All right, if I'm not mistaken, NXT it went on the road this week, didn't they?
That's right. NXT's back on the road, baby. This week's NXT took place over at the Memorial Center in Lowell, Massachusetts. Good. Don't worry, not Boston.
Fuck Boston.
And take a look at the size of the venue. Like, it's not bad for an NXT audience, right?
No, it's not bad at all. It's basically a concert hall. Look at it. It's like it's an opera theater looking place. Kind of reminds me of the Hammerstein Ballroom, but only because they've got this big stage over here at the end. And of course, you got the seating up in the balconies and the seating around the spot here. I'm not too messed with it. So very interesting, very unique stage setup, which shows that NXT is willing to adapt. They're willing to change. They're willing to do things differently. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, NXT is aware that they're not as big of a show as Raw or SmackDown, where they can go into huge arenas and sell out every seat. But and this is what makes them unique. They're willing to make the most out of the smaller venues. Maximize your strengths.
Well, looking at you, Tony!
Yeah, like you shouldn't be ashamed of moving to smaller venues if you can make it work.
Let me just fix that here.
Also, thank you for that. Jesus, Juan. Don't eat our audience!
I'll eat what I want. I don't give a damn.
Okay, but that being said, yeah, no, I like the setup. I like the venue setup. It's pretty damn cool. They did gangbusters with over at the 2300 Arena when they first went live on the CW network, and I mean in Chicago and in St. Louis. They got this. They got this.
Oh yeah, The Rock versus Triple H IC title. Keep it simple. Yeah, just keep it simple. It's like keep it simple, stupid. It's very simple. It's all right.
All right, now, this week's NXT opens up with a one-on-one encounter, a classic David and Goliath clash.
Oh, God!
As the one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Axiom, goes one-on-one against the number one contender for the NXT Championship, the great and powerful Obafemi.
Wait, when did he become and powerful? I thought he was just the great Obafemi.
All right, fine. Well, like he's great and powerful.
Well, like the great Power Uti. I mean, come on, man.
No. You can't compare the two, man. That's like comparing.
Yeah, no one compares to the great Power Uti.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that is a bit of a joke these days, but still. Also, folks, by the way, we have a miniature goal set up for tonight on Wrestle Rewind. If we're able to get 5 super chats in here, no matter what the size, we'll be very appreciative, and we're looking forward to any one of you guys for dropping a super chat for the night.
Absolutely.
If you drop it, however small.
If you drop a super chat, we'll be sure to give you a shout out while we're live. So let's do this. So, Axiom made this match last week after a little misunderstanding with Nathan Frazier, because now this week Axiom was working double duty, not only in this singles match, but he also has a tag match later. So he bit off a little bit more than he could chew against the Nigerian giant, as 80% of the match went in favor of Obafemi.
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because the guy's a tank.
A giant Nigerian tank. Yeah. Axiom tried to go in for a couple of strikes. He lit him up with a few chops, which Obafemi replied in fashion, of course, as you can see. Yeah, tossing him around like a rag doll. And let's see. Axiom did his best to try to hold his own, but it was to no effort. He tried to go in for like a spinning wheel kick, but then Obafemi caught him midair and tossed him on his ass before finally putting down one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions with his signature pop-up sit-out powerbomb to get the win. Your winner, standing tall, the great and powerful Obafemi.
That wasn't the end of it, though, was it? Even though it was the end of the match.
It was the end of the match. Nathan Frazier had to hold back Obafemi from causing any more destruction because like I said, Axiom is working double duty. Sucks to be him.
Poor fucker.
I know. Oh my goodness! Like I said, like it happened at Deadline when Nathan Frazier worked double duty doing the Iron Survivor Challenge and doing a tag team match with Axiom. So now the roles are reversed this week, and these two guys, at the end of the day, they're all banged up. Nathan Frazier still has his injured mask
he's got a mask on now.
He had a mask. Yeah, he had a mask on later that evening because he busted
protect his face and nose and all that shit.
Yeah, because he got busted by Obafemi, and Axiom had injured bandages all over the midsection.
Oh, no kidding over here. And over here at the end of this, like, Nathan Frazier's like, no, dude, you won the match. Please just go. Just please go. We got more stuff we need to do tonight. Please just go. You won. Good game, good match. Just get out, please. Don't eat my friend.
Now, before we continue, Vicente Guerrero says, nickname battle up next. The Great Obafemi versus the Great Khali. By the way, Oba would beat the shit out of Khali, work or shoot.
Brother, my 15-year-old kid can beat up the Great Khali, work or shoot.
Ow!
And I'm not saying that to be mean to Obafemi, and I'm not saying that to be mean to the Great Khali. I'm saying that because, unfortunately, the Great Khali's not got such great knees.
He was a size higher. Let's be honest.
His legs are worse than mine, and I have been hit by cars.
His legs are worse than mine, and I got chicken legs.
More than once. I've been in car accidents. and my knees are not nearly as effed in the B as Kali's knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really not trying to be mean. I'm really, 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 really not trying to be disrespectful. But motherfuck, no, poor fucker.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the exciting match. And
you're right, Mr. Quake. Fraxium needs to get rid of the tag titles. Maybe, not really. I'm not sure if that's how far I would go on there, but they certainly need to get their shit together.
Now, I'm going to be honest. When I selected the exciting match for the night, it was a very tough call because every match hit its mark. Like, all the matches were great. Like, the tag team match where Fraxium defended their tag titles against friggin' Gallus. That was cool. The one-on-one match where Jada Parker went one-on-one against Ren Sinclair, where Ren Sinclair delivered a titty slap. That was cool.
Wait, she what?
Oh, yeah. Ren Sinclair delivered a titty slap to Jada Parker on NXT.
Fucking what? Holy shit. Timeless Tony Storm need to call somebody. We got some fucking gimmick infringement.
Or maybe she was inspired by the Timeless One.
Who knows?
But yeah, all the matches were great. But I'm going to personally select this tag match in particular.
Holla holla!
As a team of Sol Ruka and Zarya go up against the Metaphors, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. Okay. We got the Booty Babe and the Australian Psychopath against the Meta 2.
Hey, it's Surfer Babe. It's Surfer Babe and Australian Psychopath against the Bougie Babe and that one tag partner.
Booty Babes.
The Booty Babes, yeah, against the Booty.
No, I'm just looking at the Booty Babe here. I'm sorry. I'm a simple creature. I'm sorry. I'm too much of a simple idiot.
The Meta Gals. Thank you. Yes, the Meta Gals. That's good.
The Meta Gals, the Met Gala. Oh, imagine if you had the Meta 2 being Meta Gals at the Met Gala. The story writes itself. See, they're telling a story.
All right, so let's get to the tag match. We start things off with Jakara Jackson. Yep, Jakara Jackson and Sol Ruka start things off for us in this tag match. And you know what? Let's give credit where credit is due. Jakara Jackson has improved in the wrestling ring. She is putting in a lot of work in her skill set, and she's showing a lot of it against Sol Ruka.
Wait, Sol Ruka?
Yeah.
Wait, what's Sol Ruka doing in this match?
She's in a tag match with Zarya.
No, you said what's her face, Lola Vice. No, it was Sol Ruka. My bad.
Surfer Girl.
Okay, no, I got them mixed up. I thought I heard you say Lola Vice. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not. I swear.
That's like confusing ketchup with mustard.
Yeah, I know. Okay, sue me.
Jesus.
Give me a break! It's my first day! Es mi día primero! C'est mon premier jour! Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Anyways, there's some Simpsons humor for you. So, to start things off, Sol Ruka versus Jakara Jackson. Jakara Jackson lays in a couple of drop kicks, some excellent reversals against Sol Ruka, and it looks like things are off to a rocky start for the babyfaces.
Rocky.
But then Sol Ruka tags in Zarya, and they're able to turn the momentum around, and this leads to my favorite OMG cool spot throughout the entire night on
What
NXT.
The fuck am I looking at?
Zarya has Jakara Jackson over her shoulders, and Sol Ruka is riding the wave on top of Jakara Jackson before she dives off and annihilates Lash Legend at ringside.
Damn! Oh, shit, son! Oh! 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 Oh, my God! Oh!
Speaking of dogs, hey,
I
Juan.
have another. Yes, shucky ducky quack quack.
Hey, he said the thing. Yeah.
And yes, Lash Legend does have a nice butt.
Who?
Lash Legend does have a nice butt. You are right, Mr. Quake.
Yes, that is true. But yeah, that's such a cool spot. Holy shit. Sol Ruka is a fucking daredevil.
Right? What the fuck, people?
That is amazing. However, despite the efforts from both teams, especially from Zarya, because Zarya was a powerhouse, she got the hot tag in, she hits a spear onto freaking Jakara Jackson. But yet, despite all the efforts, Zarya was taken out at ringside, and Lash Legend grabbed Sol Ruka, and she hits her own freaking move, which is like the backpack, like power slam or whatever the fuck it was, and she pins and wins for her team. Your winners, the Metagals.
God damn it. Okay, you got it. Okay, yeah. I can see. I can see what you mean, Jose. Yeah, though it's clear that the Meta 2 here, they're on a roll. They're clearly a much better gelled as a tag team than you could get from Sol Ruka and Zarya together. So no harm, no shade or disrespect to Zarya and Sol Ruka. But these two definitely brought it. God almighty, no kidding.
Oh yeah, man, that surfer dive spot, that was so cool. I'm not gonna forget about that.
Right, it's fucking ridiculous. I love it. In the chat, let me take a look here. Yeah, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, dope. Can you dig it, sucka? Surfer Daredevil, Surfer Charlotte, Swerve's House versus Whoop That Trick. I'd whoop that trick any day.
I was gonna say, be careful with the Booker comments. You're gonna prompt Juan to do a spinner Rooney. We don't want him to hurt himself.
Yeah, I can't get rug burn. Shit. What's wrong with you people? The floor is carpeted here. I'm gonna get rug burn if I try to do a spinneroonie on this. Also, Vicintigra was saying, Ryback once said of Kali that he was reluctant to hit Kali with the shell shock finish. Kali's legs were almost touching the mat while he was on Ryback's shoulders. Ryback did not want to break Kali's legs. I don't blame him. Kali's way too big for his own good.
Oh, yeah.
Surfer Jeff Hardy, well, maybe except without the drugs.
And the face paint. All right, but enough of that.
Literal surfboarding on her opponent, Sol Ruka. And John in the chat. Hey up there, John. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Who's the winner of Jacob Fatu versus Jimmy Uso in a one-on-one anything goes Falls Count Anywhere match? Are you asking if that's a hypothetical? Who would win?
Or is that match going to be happening on SmackDown?
Which is tomorrow night. Which is impossible to predict.
Yeah, John. You might want to.
John J.
Yeah, give us a little bit more context as we move on, because now it's time to get sad.
By all means. Wait, what do you mean sad?
We're gonna get sad with, ironically, our most exciting segment of the night, and this features all emo Ethan Page. Man, look at this guy. He's down on his luck, man. He's sad. He's crushed. He's defeated. He hasn't been the same since losing the NXT Championship. He's tried everything to try and get back in the championship picture, but he kept failing time after time after time. He went on about his woes. He brought down the whole mood. He told everyone how he lost his smile.
You're joking. He did not say I lost my smile.
He did say that.
What?
Just a clear reminder of who's running NXT.
What the what? No. What? No. No. Sorry.
Okay, wait, no, I'm not finished. There's more.
No, HBK, you earned this one.
No one knows what they're doing.
Or maybe they do, because after he gave his tale, after he was singing his crappy blues, out comes Javon Evans of all people to actually try to talk him back up. He talked about how Ethan Page came in with a really bad attitude, calling himself all ego, and yet he noticed that Ethan Page has his moments where he's actually genuine. When he talks about after he won the NXT Championship, how he celebrated with his family, who was over at ringside, and how he needs to bring that energy back, and how he actually, and this is a shock, Javon Evans is actually proud of Ethan Page.
What for? Didn't he try to kill you 5 times already?
He's proud of Ethan Page because it took Ethan Page 18 years to get to where he is right now in the WWE, and that he should keep that energy going. And Ethan Page, of course, he's a good guy. He likes to give back, so he gave back to Javon Evans in the kindest way that Ethan Page can. By Pillmanizing! What? Yep, Ethan Page went all out. And speaking of killing people, Juan, he went all out, laying a couple of right-hand strikes. He went to Pillmanize him. And this leads us to this awesome spot here where, oh my god, there's blood!
The fuck?
Holy shit, Ethan Page stomped on the chair, and that caused Javon Evans to start spewing blood out of his mouth, coughing it up and shit. Oh my god! So maybe the WWE do know what they're doing.
You sure about that?
Yeah!
Because I don't know about you, but that's some fucking crazy-ass bullshit right there.
That is some crazy-ass bullshit. I know! And they let it happen! I actually entertain more of this, please.
What do you mean, more of this, please? He nearly murdered the guy! Was this like a ploy? Was this a facade? Was this a fraud? Did he do this on purpose to lure someone out to fucking try to kill him or something? Why? Why did Ethan Page do this specifically to Javon Evans? Why? Because Javon happens to be the only guy to give a shit? Is this how you repay people for giving a shit about you, Ethan?
I don't know. Maybe Ethan Page is a little kawaii.
No, I'm gonna hit it one more time.
No one knows what they're doing.
Well, fuck you. I like this segment. This was actually really good. And yeah, no, Ethan Page is crazy. He's playing this unstable, self-centered, self-absorbed heel who can't stand failure.
This is still fucking crazy, though! He can't handle the least amount of connection, and apparently he can't even handle positive reinforcement or positive, a positive affirmation. So he tries to murder a guy. What the fuck is that?
He did say before laying in the assault that that he's not going to lose his smile, he's going to take that smile from someone else, and he took it from Javon.
Bitch! And you're laughing. Nice seeing blood in the chair spots as we said it. Lost my smile so much, lol. HBK callback. Wonder if all Ego Ethan Page hates losing belts too in a clean job. Apparently.
All right. Now, as I said earlier, there were no bad matches on this edition of SmackDown, so they get a point for that.
SmackDown?
On SmackDown. I'm in NXT. I got my
you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. But we do have a really wonky, bad-ish segment on NXT that we need to talk about because, yes, this storyline is continuing. Carmen Petrovic, who is talking to the guy on the right, Dion Lennox, about this whole love shit going on with Ashante the Adonis. And then Dion gives some nice, encouraging words of advice saying, like, oh, maybe, he was trying to help you. Maybe you should, reply, or you should reciprocate that kindness back to him. And, that conversation was going pretty well until Ashante the Adonis came by and totally misread the room, thinking that Dion Lennox was trying to tap that with the gold-blooded superstar.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. And then he says, no way. You know what? I already cut it off with the Nikita Lyons. I'm gonna go hit her up now.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. No tapping Nikita. Mine.
You have someone to tap. Knock it off.
Yeah, but I would like more, please.
Oh my.
I mean, have you seen that booty?
Now you're getting greedy.
Dibs.
But yeah, this romance storyline, can we just please end it already?
Like, okay, it feels, from the way you're describing it, it feels, at least there's like, okay, honest mistakes leading to exaggerated reaction, which, of course, that's all acting in pro wrestling for you. It's always exaggerated. But, like, is there still any sort of sense of logic behind it? That's the question.
The only thing I drew from all this is that Ashante the Adonis misread the room. He thought that Dion Lennox was putting the moves on Carmen Petrovic, so he pretty much dumps her right in front of Dion Lennox, and he's gonna go back and tap that with Nikita Lyons.
Ay. Oh, John back in the chat saying, "Hey, Chad, I have a question. Does the Usos need to talk about why they stayed away from Jacob Fatu when he was on the indie scene?"
Why would they need to talk about it?
Nah, I don't think they would need to. I'm pretty sure, like, the way the Bloodline are bringing everything forward and the way they're dealing with Jacob Fatu and the new Bloodline, how that shit is working out, that's speaking for itself. They don't necessarily need to go out of their way of saying, like, by the way, this is why we haven't said or done anything with our other cousin over here, Jacob Fatu. It's not needed, not in terms of like anything storyline wise. But if you're trying to talk about like whether or not they need to do this for the sake of like wrestling interviews, I don't even think it's needed there either. because at this point, they're like almost the entirety of the Anoa'i family is all in WWE now.
Exactly.
So,
it's only a matter of time before we see Zilla Fatu up there on the blue brand.
Yeah, exactly. And what was it? Was it Zilla Fatu or was it someone else? I don't remember. There's another.
Lance Anoa'i is also in WWE Performance Center.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so we're going to get the whole bunch. Don't worry about it. Just be patient. WWE is cooking. Trust Chef Triple H and what he's doing with
Sous Chef HBK over here.
And Sous Chef HBK, thank you. Now, let's go ahead and get to the main event. And this is a one-on-one clash for the NXT Championship. Having enough of this guy's bullshit, and well, anybody else who dares question the champion's wrestling ability, the champ himself, Trick Williams, defends the NXT champion title against Eddie Thorpe.
All right, so last week on NXT, it turns out we found out that Eddie Thorpe had been bamboozling his way to the the NXT Championship scene by basically tricking everyone into saying like, "Hey, he just got fucking jumped and he never got a chance to do his championship," and so Ava comped him with a title shot, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, I know who jumped me. It was me." And yeah, he did a Jussie Smollett there. You're right. You're right there, Mr. Quake. He pulled a fucking Jussie Smollett. He faked his own fucking injury. Fucking piece of shit.
Which led to a very clunky, very weird heel turn.
Right? And that's another thing. Like, Eddie Thorpe really didn't have a reason to turn heel, per se. So, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nor has he done anything to earn an opportunity to face Trick for the NXT title, but here we are.
Except for the fact that he was...
mouthing off.
Yeah, no, that he was supposed to be in the Iron Survivor Challenge, and he was replaced at the last minute because he was injured.
Yeah, whatever.
And replaced by the great Obafemi.
Yeah. The smart thinking there, Eddie. So anyway, getting to the main event. Here we go. Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe for the NXT title. We start things early off. Both these guys keep the momentum going with a series of reversals. Trick Williams tries to go for the running trick knee early, but Eddie Thorpe was smart enough to dodge out of the way. Smart guy. And then the action continues on. It spills over at ringside. Trick Williams tried to go for a move, but Eddie Thorpe catches him on and turns the match around. Eddie Thorpe hits a freaking flapjack onto Trick Williams. And then, as the match continues, Trick Williams was able to turn things around. He lets the Dreadlock's head loose. He hits his own comeback. And after some more back and forth action, Trick Williams hits the trick knee. And this is where we get the controversial finish. Because during this match, there was a referee bump. And
another ref bump?
Another ref bump. Yes!
Ref bumps.
I know. There was a ref bump during the match. During the match. And then at the end of the match, Trick Williams hits the trick knee, and then in classic Shawn Michaels fashion, he plops back first onto Eddie Thorpe, and then both referees roll into the ring, and they count to 3, and then things get convoluted. I don't know why they had to make it complicated.
You mean Eddie Thorpe and Trick Williams each had a hand on the other, and so the referees each gave a count, and each gave the win to one of the other guys.
Ugh, I hate this finish.
So it's a double ref, double count, double pin.
Play it again.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
No one knows what they're doing.
Nevertheless, you're a winner, and still the NXT champion, Trick Williams.
Yay, whoop that trick. Whoop that
So,
trick.
good news, Trick Williams retains the NXT title. Bad news, we get this clunky-ass finish, which also led to this moment that happened at the end of when the cameras went off the air. Eddie Thorpe went to argue with NXT General Manager Ava, and then he got into a shoving contest with Shawn Michaels.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious over here?
Oh no, it gets better because now the NXT Championship match at New Year's Evil, which will be on the first Tuesday of January, is going to be a triple threat match where Trick defends the NXT title against Obafemi and Eddie Thorpe.
God damn it!
Why?
Okay, so Obafemi literally won the Iron Survivor.
Yeah.
And Eddie Thorpe here
Bumblefucked his way.
He schemed his way into a championship match and managed to bumblefuck that. Oh, wait. What the fuck?
It's so stupid.
Okay. Sean, I get it. It's the end of the year. You're just throwing spaghetti on the wall, seeing what sticks. But spaghetti is meant for eating. Okay? Please. What the fuck, HBK?
Hey, man, that's no way to talk to your sous chef.
I will talk to my sous chef how I see fit. I don't give a damn. Hey up there, Project Metal Music. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We just saw some bullshit over here. And I don't even call it a whiny liberal thing over here, Mr. Quake. It's just, what's his face? Fucking Eddie Thorpe being an ass.
It's just Eddie Thorpe being an ass. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and shift gears over because we're going to talk about this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Which is,
by the way, their annual TV special, the AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash.
Like the fuse hit the boom, ho ho ho!
Yay! 'Cause Christmas!
At Christmas.
At Christmas, indeed.
Merry Christmas.
All right, so this week's AEW Dynamite takes place over at our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
Because nothing says Christmas more than America.
Exactly. Hey, it's also the hometown of former WWE champion Batista. All right, he was Drax the Destroyer. You show some respect.
I do respect Dave Batista. I don't respect Mercedes money, though.
Yes, the show opens up with a one-on-one clash for the AEW TBS Championship as the defending champion, the champ, Mercedes Moné defends the TBS title against Anna Jay.
All right, let's see how this plays out over here. I'm pretty sure I already know, but please, indulge me.
All right, so first of all, let's give a little kudos for the efforts of Anna Jay. Anna Jay has definitely improved in her wrestling ability since taking some time off from AEW to wrestle over in Japan. I actually saw a couple of clips of her in Japan, and she has gotten a lot better. Now, unfortunately, she's come up short with championship matches since coming back because AEW is fucking ridiculous, but whatever. So Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay. So these two have great back and forth action between them. And Mercedes Moné is on her own, by the way. She does not have her bodyguard. Camille Brickhouse said on the air that she quit, leaving Mercedes Moné to her own devices. And there is speculative report that Camille Brickhouse may be done with AEW. Ha. So, yeah, way to blow that one, Tony Khan.
Idiot.
But anyways, nevertheless, absent bodyguard notwithstanding, Mercedes Moné was able to keep the pressure on Anna Jay during this match. Anna Jay then delivers a fiery comeback. She hits an incredible spinning heel kick to the turnbuckle, not once, not twice, but thrice onto Mercedes Moné, trying to keep the pressure on her. And then she hits a beautiful blockbuster from the second rope. But Mercedes Moné was able to kick out after two. And then after some more back and forth action, Anna Jay hoists up Mercedes Moné. Pulling a page off of a Guerrero book, Anna Jay hits the gory driver on Mercedes Moné, but Mercedes was able to kick out by grabbing the bottom rope in time.
God damn it, woman.
That's
conniving of her. How dare she?
That is conniving indeed. Mercedes Moné then locks in the bank statement, but Anna Jay was able to was able to break out of the submission hold in time. And then after some more back and forth action, Mercedes Moné was able to knock Anna Jay off guard, hits her own finisher move, the Moneymaker, to pin and retain. You're a winner, and still the AEW TBS champion, Mercedes Moné.
Lovely.
Mercedes Moné, we give her a lot of shit, but there's no denying that she knows how to put on a really good wrestling matches on TV and on pay-per-view. We're not going to deny Mercedes Moné's in-ring ability.
Okay, so let me just get something straight. Cody Rhodes being fighting from underneath. It's like Super Champion, Super Cody. That's bad. That no one likes that. Yes.
I guess that's the vibe.
Mercedes money, squashing people left, right, and center, and holding on to a championship. That's good.
Well, no, they still boo her.
But that's good.
No, you're twisting my words, man.
No, I'm asking.
No, that's not.
Unbeaten champion Cody, bad. Unbeaten champion Mercedes, good.
I never said that Cody was bad.
No, I'm talking about how we're like folks were fucking like turning on Cody and
how
shit.
the fans are starting to turn on Cody.
And this isn't the same thing.
No, it's not because the fans still hate Mercedes Moné.
Then why don't we find someone to kill her already?
Damn,
in the ring.
Oh, okay.
In a match. In a Minecraft server. In my Christian Minecraft server. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, calm down. We can't even get Kurt Angle to hit her with a trank gun again, okay?
If you get Kurt Angle anywhere near AEW, it would be the end of civilization as we know it. That would mean that A, Kurt Angle has sold his soul, and B, Tony Khan will find a way to fuck up Kurt Angle. Let's not ever wish that upon either of them.
Let's not. Okay, but listen, let's get back on topic here. Me and Juan, we're not denying that Mercedes Moné sucks in the ring because she does wrestle great matches. She didn't win all those titles for nothing. The only thing that we take issue of, the major bone of contention, is that Mercedes Moné is riding on a fucking high horse.
She's overpaid. She's overexposed. And yeah, her fighting a champion chick, fucking Cody did the exact same thing when it comes to this stuff, and they shat all over him. But with Mercedes money doing it, it's all of a sudden it's hunky-dory. Make it make sense.
Like these guys, like the wrestling fans need to pick a lane. Come on, man.
Fucking exactly. That's my thing. That's my thing there. Fucking stay consistent in your outrage. All right. Fuck. Jesse Eisenberg. Fuck, man.
All right, but now let's talk about the exciting match of the night. And I've been wanting to talk about this because this might be up for match of the year for 2024. Like, it was such a huge steal the show for this week's edition of Dynamite. And it is another round. A show stealer.
You don't have to keep saying steal the show.
Fine, the show stealer. And it is another round in this year's Continental Classic in the Gold League as the Billy Goat Will Ospreay goes one-on-one against Darby Allin, the straight-edged daredevil from Seattle, Washington.
Okay, what's Will Ospreay wearing?
I have no idea. I don't know if this is
like his version of the Punisher or something?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a callback to the Punisher or to a video game that I haven't played.
Why? Yeah, like why does he have like bicep guards? Those aren't shoulder pads. Those are bicep guards.
Those are bicep guards. Yeah.
What?
Okay, but let's get.
Please tell me all about the flippy dips.
Okay, this shit was fucking bonkers.
So it's flippy dippy.
Not all flippy dippy, but let me talk about it. All right, so these guys go back and forth. They're going at 100 miles an hour against each other. Flipping, of course, yes. But Darby Allin was able to get a little bit of the upper hand, keeping Will Ospreay grounded. And then here's where shit gets fucking crazy. Will Ospreay is knocked down. He's on the ring apron. And Darby Allin goes over to the top rope, and he hits a coffin drop to try and nail Will Ospreay. Ospreay gets out of the way, and Darby Allin lands back first onto the edge of the ring apron, eventually falling at ringside. What the fuck, Darby?
So Darby Allin's dead.
He ought to be! But he's not!
Okay, was Darby... No, okay. Was this supposed to be Darby hitting the coffin drop on Will Ospreay on the apron?
Yes, but Will Ospreay got out of the way in time.
And Darby Allin still went for that coffin drop back first into the single hardest part of the ring.
Yes.
The outside edge of the ring, falling back first, square in the middle. Nope. No.
No one knows what they're doing.
What the fuck, Darby? Are you trying to die? Aren't you supposed to be going to climb Mount Everest so you can put a flag of AEW for Tony Khan? How the fuck are you gonna do that if you're dead? Oh my god!
So after surviving from near death, the batch continues.
The batch?
Sorry, I meant the match.
No, you were trying to call it a botch too. I hear it in your soul. You sputtered that out all Freudian slip style and everything. I can hear it. Don't you dare lie to me! Yeah, exactly! Rest in peace, Darby Allin, 1993 to 2024. Thank you, Mr. Quick! See, Mr. Quick gets it, and he's crazy! Fuck, man, is a...
Okay, so after surviving near death by coffin drop, Darby Allin and Will Ospreay continue the match, and then we get a series of really cool reversals. Darby Allin tries to go reverses Will Ospreay's freaking Tiger Driver,
Flipping.
and then flipping, turning it into a Code Red power bomb.
Dipping.
But Will Ospreay was able to kick out after 2.
Dipping.
Yep. And then after some more flipping dipping, Will Ospreay hits a freaking like hidden blade in front of Darby Allin, and Darby Allin falls back first. So yeah, that hurts.
Some more flipping and dipping.
Some more flipping and dipping. Yeah, I know. And then after some more back and forth action, Darby Allin pulling a page off of the icon Sting! Darby Allin hits Will Ospreay with the Scorpion Death Drop before going to the top rope, hitting not 1, but 2 coffin drops consecutively, successfully, mind you, to pin and win. Your winner, Darby Allin. Darby Allin has pinned Will Ospreay on Dynamite in front of the whole world.
Wonderful. Maybe this means that Will Ospreay won't have enough points to go forward, because everyone's basically calling it that with Tony Khan throwing in a convoluted add-in to the Continental Classic. Oh, by the way, it is possible for both finalists to be from the same league. So because fucking he just wants an excuse for there to be another match between Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. So maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he realized that was stupid. Maybe now Darby Allin, assuming that he lives long enough, would end up winning in the Gold League, and maybe there'll be a more interesting feel to the Continental Championship in the final of the Classic. Maybe, just maybe. But then again, this is Tony Khan we're talking about, so...
No one knows what they're doing.
Nevertheless, this was still an amazing match. Darby Allin is absolutely extraordinary, which is good, but it's also bad because, dude, you gotta live your life.
You're trying to kill yourself, you idiot! Stop it! Stop it!
I get it. You gotta maximize your minutes while you're on TV, but you also gotta be careful when you're maximizing your minutes. You don't have to go all out. This isn't a pay-per-view, for God's sake. It's on TV for free.
You're making me beat up grass! This is fucking ridiculous!
Well, you can't beat up grass, Juan. We have carpet. That's as close to grass as we're gonna get.
Well, I'm gonna go buy a patch of grass to beat it up! You're making me want to buy grass!
Shut up and drink your glitch.
Yeah, gladly.
Anyway, so that's my pick of the exciting match. There was some great in-ring skills from both awesome athletes. Darby Allin now leads with 6 points, and Will Ospreay has a lot to catch up on now before World's End.
Let's take a look at the chat while we continue, and I try not to have a fucking aneurysm because of Darby Allin's recklessness here. Let me see. Vicente, sort of bad that Camille may really be done with AEW, but again, sort of bad. I mean, she is not / was not great in the ring. I felt bad once reading that Thunder Rosa had to put Camille over on an NWA show. And Vicente also says Darby Allin's a combo of Mick Foley meets Jeff Hardy with slightly more weight than Spike Dudley. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good assessment.
The only thing I would add is that he also has a little bit of CM Punk in terms of being straight edge.
But that's about it.
But
CM Punk isn't a dummy like Darby Allin and trying to murder himself in the ring. And let me see here. And John in the chat was saying Darby Allin can try a coffin drop from anywhere because I love watching him. All right, fantastic. I'm just saying, like, you can be smarter with these spots because that's fucking crazy. It's cool. But fuck, man, save the good shit for the big shows. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, like, actually make that back spot, like hitting spine first on the fucking apron, make that mean something.
But hey, at least he's not falling into a sheet of glass.
Again.
Or
breaking his foot again.
Well, that too. Or getting hit by a bus.
Again.
Oh, God, this kid. Oh my God.
You see what I mean?
I know.
It's just exhausting. It hurts. I don't do it because I hate him. I do it because I'm concerned. I want him to actually continue without murdering himself. God damn it.
But it's okay because we still have something to cheer for because, hey, guess what, kids? Tony Storm is on TV. Yay! And in this new segment called Tony Storm, the Portrait of a Rock Star, Tony Storm has a sit-down interview with RJ City. And I see exactly where this is going because I saw her match on Rampage. I saw her match on Collision. I saw her backstage interviews and everything. I know what's happening. I know what's going on. They're playing a new angle where Tony Storm has amnesia. Tony Storm cannot remember her run in AEW in the past 3 years. She does not remember being the multi-time world champion. She does not remember being timeless. She does not remember being aligned with Saraya and the other outcasts. And in this interview, she's playing it off like this is her first time. Like, oh, I'm from Gold Coast, Australia, and I've been studying up and watching Dynamite and Collision and Rampage, such great shows. I'm all about rock and roll, and I'm all about the grind, man. The grind, just going in there and putting on great wrestling matches. And then when
RJ City was like, okay, but what about Timeless? Tony Storm. Like,
and then she's like, no, it's not time.
No, it's not Timeless. I'm just Tony Storm. What are you talking about?
It's Tony time. Come on, put the things up. It's Tony time. Yeah.
Like, what the did her brain break or something again? Because I remember that her brain broke that made her timeless, but did her brain re-break back to normal or something? What happened?
The only way that let's explain the trajectory. So after losing the AEW Women's World Title to Mariah May at All In, Timeless Tony Storm took some time away from AEW. She continued her timeless gimmick over at World Wrestling Stardom, which is women's Japanese wrestling, and she also took her timeless gimmick over to CMLL Lucha Libre. Yeah. And then around that time, like after wrestling her last match at CMLL, Timeless Tony Storm announced her quote retirement from wrestling.
Okay, so Timeless Tony Storm retired.
Yeah, and then she made a line saying like, "Oh no, don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it." What's the saying?
Like, be happy because it happened.
Yeah, that shit.
But no, what?
Oh, and there's also and she was also working on a movie that came out recently. She was starring as one of the characters in a movie. I forgot what it was called. Google search it for me.
Live research, courtesy of the Ravens.
Yeah, just type in Tony Storm movie.
I know what I'm doing. Relax. Okay.
Okay, Queen of the Ring. There we go.
That's where she makes an appearance in the film Queen of the Ring. Let's see. Yeah, it's a biographical film directed by Ash Avildsen, and it's based on the book The Queen of the Ring: Sex, Muscles, Diamonds, and the Making of an American Legend. And this is basically sports drama talking about Mildred Burke. And it basically chronicles Mildred Burke's time in professional wrestling over here. So I'm just wondering where the hell apparently Tony Storm played Clara Mortensen back in the day. This all takes place from like the old time days in the golden years of professional wrestling over here. So interesting. I get it, and I totally understand Tony Storm being away to work. And so was Naomi. Trinity Fatu was working on this as well.
Yeah, hey, you see, people from wrestling promotions can work together and get along.
And so was Camille.
Hey,
so what the hell? What? Really?
Oh, and don't forget Britt Baker.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Say her name right.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
See, better.
Okay, now that being said, let's now we're bringing it back here.
Okay, so see, what?
I think.
Okay, what did her working in a movie do with the fact that Tony Storm lost her brain?
Oh no, I was just basically timelining what Tony Storm did after All In. So this gimmick right now of her having amnesia, I think this is all 100% Tony Storm's idea, and she's rolling with it. And you know what? If she can make timeless Tony Storm work, I think she can make something of this as long as there's not too many hands in the cookie jar, if you get my meaning.
No, it was like, no, too many chefs in the oven. Hand in the cookie jar is an analogy for someone doing something they shouldn't be doing.
All right, fine. Too many chefs in the oven.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Sorry.
Chefs in the oven. What the fuck are you, a witch like Hansel and Gretel?
Hey, listen.
People in the oven.
Hey, listen, man. People in glass houses shouldn't sink ships.
Penny a day is worth two in the bush.
And don't cross the road if you can't get out of the kitchen.
Fuck! Yes!
But
okay, that's a decent sing.
Well, thank you. But that being said, we should trust Toni Storm on this. She's been since working in AEW. She's been left into her own devices, coming up with her own ideas for her characters. And if this works, then awesome. She made gangbusters once again.
Here's hoping that Tony Khan keeps his grubby little mitts off of it.
Yeah, Tony Khan, you got bigger issues to deal with.
Yeah, it's called growing a dick.
All right, now let's. And surprisingly, just like NXT, there were no bad matches on this holiday edition. But we do need to address a storyline that has already fallen flat. It's fallen flatter than my ass, and my ass is pretty flat, folks.
And it's from MJF.
And it is from Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. That's right. MJF comes out to the ring. He gets some he gets some heel heat from the town of Washington, D.C. He takes a dig at the Washington Wizards. And then he takes a dig at Santa Claus and how he's saying that Santa's not real. This prompted the fans to chant Santa Claus, or whatever the fuck they're saying.
Okay, for the record, yeah, I get it. Also, yes, we get it. He's playing up the fact that he's Jewish and he's healing it up on that front. Haha, we get it. Like, okay.
And he also,
very nice.
But he's also asking...
Don't choke on a latke there, Maxwell.
But he's also asking for the fans to show a little respect because MJF is trying to hold a special charity to a good cause. And he's urging the fans watching from the arena and fans watching at home
and all around the
world to send their donations to help this poor child.
In the arms of an angel.
Adam Cole, baby.
That's the fucking fucked up, ridiculous Photoshop, which sadly isn't too far off from his actual physique. Okay, we get it. We're like, it's a jab at the fact that Adam Cole, baby, is scrawny as shit, and he's really bad at doing spray tans.
Really bad.
Like, you're right, MJF, but also fuck you, MJF. Ow! What a dick move.
And he said that all proceeds will go to the efforts of MJF putting down Adam Cole for good. And putting him out of his misery.
Dear Lord.
And then MJF was cut off by Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom. Adam Cole mentioned how Tony Khan has given permission for the Undisputed Kingdom to be at ringside during their match at World's End for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and how they're going to get their hands on MJF, which means that these two guys are going to turn on Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
But to Adam Cole's little bit of credit, he did pre-record this video. And he catches MJF off guard. He lays in an assault on MJF in the middle of the ring, and he tries to go for the Panama Sunrise, but MJF gets out of the way just in time. This was a good angle.
Oh my god, he is wearing a freaking Hanukkah themed fucking suit. Oh my lord, no wonder he was healing it up with the Santa's not real shit. And he's even got little latkes on his fucking suit.
Hey man, I'd be surprised if he didn't wear anything Hanukkah related for the holidays.
No, this is just like, have I mentioned I'm Jewish today? Like, okay, we get it. Like, god damn.
A serviceable angle to an otherwise flat storyline.
Like, because let's not lie to ourselves. Seeing Adam Cole, baby, do anything these days is kind of sad because he's let himself go body-wise. He shouldn't. He does not have the frame of anyone who can go even in the ring. Even though he's like, oh, but I'm trying to be like the everyman. Anyone can do it. Like, yeah, except no, you're not. You're professional wrestlers. You're supposed to be larger than life. You're supposed to hold yourself to a higher standard in terms of physicality. Motherfucker, eat a sandwich. Pump some iron. Jose's got weights he's not using. Wait, it's right. You're not using them, right?
I am using them.
Okay. Jose has weights that he is using that he would loan to you for money.
Yeah, dude, you're so skinny. I almost thought that you were auditioning to be in the next Passion of the Christ movie.
Yeesh. Yeah, no, he'd be too short for Jesus.
Ah! Ow! Imagine being too short for to play.
However, he could be skinny enough to play one of the nails.
Oh, that's
We're going to hell when we die.
It's okay.
It's okay. We blaspheme in jest.
All right. Now, before we get to the main event.
Yeah, let's look in the chat real quick. Let me see here. Vicente was saying the Tony Storm amnesia angle is very funny. Thunder Rosa and Shivani looked at her just like RJ City, like a WTF look. Unless I missed tons of build-up, what the fuck happened? The MJF is heel months after Adam Cole turned heel on MJF. Yeah, like they're doing heel turn, face turn, switcheroo. It's dumb.
With no gradual progression.
No gradual progression, no redemption, no nothing. And John is asking, I have another question. What's your favorite saying or quote from your boy, the most hated wrestler, MJF?
I think I can fill this one. For me, it's when he was the American champion and he was overseas at Rev Pro Wrestling and he was quoting the lines of the Real American song from Hulk Hogan but spinning it as his own. Juancho, what about you?
Is when he yelled at Tony Khan to fire him, you fucking mark.
Oh, okay, yeah. And now let's talk about the main event.
Those are his words. Then fire me, you fucking mark!
Now let's talk about the main event of this year's Holiday Bash edition of AEW Dynamite, which is a trios match.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Representing the Death Riders, you've got the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley, and 2/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Wheeler Yuta and the Bastard Pac.
Oh, hey, Pac finally moved some of the hair out of his face.
Going up against the mashed up team of Switchblade Jay White, Hangman Adam Page, and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Now, to their credit, they actually did play a very good storyline for this main event, because each guy over in Team AEW, I guess if you want to call it that.
No, I'm not calling it Team AEW.
All right, fine.
It's
the Resistance.
No.
Well, what would you call them?
It's like Jay White's not part of the conglomeration, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Neither is Hangman.
Okay.
But these three guys are going to be facing Jon Moxley for the AEW World title at World's End.
It's 3 randos versus the Whitepool Combat Clan.
Now.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Death Riders.
Yeah, I know. So Jay White, Cassidy, and Hangman, they all share common enemies. They want to put down the Death Riders, and they want to show a united front. However, because they're number one contenders for the AEW World title, each men have their own self-serving interests. Hangman Adam Page clearly wants to get his hands on Jon Moxley for reasons.
Yeah, so he can burn down Moxley's house.
Good luck doing that. As far as that's concerned, like, this is the type of game that Moxley is playing on these three guys, showing that these three guys cannot get along because their egos are so big, and that's why the Death Riders are successful as a unit.
Says the idiot who doesn't wear the championship.
I know,
because he thinks he's bigger than it. Because he saw a movie with Russell Crowe, and so he tries to poison people with poison chemicals.
Sorry, no disrespect to you, Moxley, but I'm pretty sure Russell Crowe wouldn't mind parading with a championship on his shoulder.
Seriously, like Moxley, come the fuck on.
Anyways.
Get over yourself.
All right, so the match begins, and both teams are going at each other. And Hangman Adam Page, he's so pissed off because he was blocked from getting his hands on Jon Moxley by Orange Cassidy and Jay White. So in the middle of the match, Hangman Adam Page walks away from his team, and now it's become a 3-on-2 handicap match. What? Thanks, Hangman. Thank you, Hangman, for coming. You fucking asshole.
Go drown in a mug.
Go drown in a mug, indeed. So now the Death Riders are keeping the pressure on Jay White, keeping him away from Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's already been knocked out over by the ring apron, so Jay White couldn't get the tag in. But Jay White was able to fight back, hitting a series of chops and hits an incredible half Nelson choke suplex onto the Bastard Pac. And then after some more back and forth action, Jay White finally gets a tag on Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy hits a fire. It's just a shooting out like great balls of fire.
Yeah, there's other balls he could be shooting out.
Ha! He finally gets his hands on Moxley. He lays in the fucking lazy kicks before stomping away like crazy. He hits a series of satellite DDTs onto both Jon Moxley and onto Wheeler Yuta. And then he tries to go for the orange punch, but Moxley was able to reverse it. And then Hangman Adam Page returns to the match.
Why?
Because he wants to get his hands on Jon Moxley.
Why didn't you just stay in the match?
I don't fucking know.
Why don't you just go drown in booze? You idiot hick.
Oh my god. So then, Wheeler Yuta's left in the ring. Jay White hits the switchblade. And then Hangman Adam Page hits the buckshot lariat. And then in near
Sol Ruka did it better.
I know, right? But then in the final moments of the match, fucking Hangman Adam Page and Jay White gets into a fucking argument in the middle of the match, and this distracted him long enough for Jon Moxley to sneak up behind Orange Cassidy and roll up Orange Cassidy to steal the victory. Your winners, the Death Riders.
So the Whitepool Combat Clan wins again.
Yep.
Not surprised.
And it's all thanks to the other team bickering and arguing with each other. And then after the match, the Whitepool Combat Club, Clan, and the other guys, they start wrestling. They start brawling with each other, and Moxley gets away, gets out of dodge with a little help from Marina Shafir. And the show ends right there with Moxley smiling because, he's apparently the mastermind and he's manipulating these three guys into fighting each other.
He's not doing anything. He's just an idiot.
Yeah. And that's where we close off the Holiday Bash.
Yeah, that main event gets a lump of coal.
Yes, it does. All right, but
all right, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I know there's plenty of folks who love AEW, but this does not give me anything for it to love in terms of any logic with their fucking booking. Come on, man. Come the fuck on.
I know.
Gas man. No, no.
It's stupid.
It hurts. It hurts my brain.
You know what?
Am I horrible for crying out in agony for this shit?
No, you're fine. Tell you what, why don't we do a little palate cleanser, Wancho? Let's go ahead and shift gears and talk about the main event for this year's pay-per-view event of TNA's Final Resolution.
Yeah, it can't be worse than this.
Well, let's see. Let's find out, because the main event for TNA's Final Resolution is a one-on-one match for the TNA World Title, as the wanted man himself, Nick Nemeth, defends the TNA World Title against AJ. trying to finish my sentence here. AJ Francis. Flop Dollar versus Nick Nemeth.
All right. I did get to see this match with you here, Jose, so let's fucking go. LFG, let's do this.
Yes, let's do it indeed. And it's another classic match against big guy versus small guy. AJ Francis has done absolutely nothing to earn this, but here we are.
Oh no, he did the one thing to earn this. It's called he challenged the champion accepted, and it was made official by Santino Marella.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because because Nick Nemeth is swearing that he's going to be a fucking fighting champion over here, and that he'll take on any comer. He'll take on all comers, and AJ Francis just full of himself, so he took advantage of it.
Yep, that's right. And AJ Francis using his power abilities to keep Nick Nemeth grounded. And early on, it looks like he was trying to go for the down payment, but Nick Nemeth was able to reverse that. And as the action continues, the winner of the 2024 Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy, Frankie Kazarian, joins the commentators just to talk about the match. He really doesn't get involved in anything.
Yeah, I was over here expecting that fucking Frankie Kazarian was gonna fucking get into the match and try to get involved in shit, but no. No, apparently he's not even good at that anymore.
No, he is not.
What the fuck, man?
And the action continues over at ringside. AJ Francis was able to turn things around. He grabs Nick Nemeth and drops him back first onto the edge of the ring apron. Okay, listen. Actually, no, at least it's not Darby. Listen, we cringed when Darby Allin did the coffin drop. Come on, man. Don't kill Nick Nemeth. He doesn't deserve this.
Please don't kill Nick Nemeth.
Please don't. All right, so AJ Francis continues to punish Nick Nemeth in the ring, continues to overwhelm him with a series of power moves. However, Nick Nemeth, he tries to rally his strength. He tries to go for a body slam, but AJ Francis uses his weight to stop Nick Nemeth and keep that son of a bitch grounded. And then we get some ringside chicanery from Casey Navarro, AJ Francis's friend. So Casey Navarro gets involved with the referee's back turned, and then he knocks Nick Nemeth out for AJ Francis. And then AJ Francis takes control of the match, and then hits Nick Nemeth with a spear, or as he calls it, the TFL. For those who don't know what that means,
I figured out that it's an abbreviation for too fucking late.
Yeah,
or maybe too fucking lazy. I don't know.
So AJ Francis hits the TFL and then hits that running knee strike that he does, where he hits his knee at the face of his opponent at the turnbuckle, and then he flips over the top rope and lands on his feet miraculously. That was, not gonna lie, I have no notes there. That's actually really cool. He celebrates with Casey Navarro for a good couple seconds before going back into the ring. And then Nick Nemeth gets back on his feet. I actually do want to point out that before all that, like, there was a spot in the match where AJ Francis, he tries to go for he goes for a Vader bomb. Nick Nemeth kicks out. He tries to go for a second Vader bomb, but then Nick Nemeth goes
his foot on the ropes, and you get the freaking 2 count on there. But as he gets to 3, Nemeth puts his foot on the rope, and right in view of the referee, Casey Navarro grabbed Nemeth's foot and shoved it off the rope.
Like a dumbass.
To which the referee was basically trying to eject him from the arena. Also, Ben Cruz in the chat. Hey up, Ben Cruz. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We
Yay!
appreciate you being here.
But no, I was actually going to point out how Nick Nemeth pulled out a powerbomb from out of nowhere on AJ Francis when AJ Francis tried to go for another Vader bomb. You remember that, right?
I remember.
Yeah, he pulled a powerbomb out of his ass, which is awesome.
Right, seriously.
And tapping into his inner Hulk Hogan or inner Lex Luger, depending on who you like, Nick Nemeth hit a body slam on AJ Francis in the middle of the ring.
Yay!
Yay! He also hit his other moments. He hit his multiple elbow drops. The fans love it. He finally goes to the top rope and hits a beautiful elbow. Well, no, he doesn't go for a top rope and hits an elbow drop, but he does hit the Famouser. And then he hits the super kick. He tries to go for the danger zone, but AJ Francis was able to reverse it. AJ Francis then hits the down payment onto Nick Nemeth, and then Nick Nemeth kicks out after 2. The champion will not stay down.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. And in the final moments of the match, Nick Nemeth finally gets back on his feet. He hits the Famouser again, then follows it up with another super kick, and then finally hits the danger zone to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Wanted Man, Nick Nemeth.
Yay! However, the action didn't end there at the end of the match. Casey Navarro decided to run back in and try to beat the crap out of Nick Nemeth afterwards.
I'm getting tired of these post-show beatdowns.
No, and AJ Francis hey, fuck this, I didn't win fair. I'm gonna beat him up. Rah, rah, rah.
But then Nick Nemeth was saved by a guardian angel. You could say that he is the prestigious one.
You damn right.
That's right, folks. The Nick Nemeth was saved by none other than... Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, Joe Hendry, of all people, comes in to save Nick Nemeth and beat the crap out of Casey Navarro, and threw Casey Navarro out of the ring, which miraculously AJ Francis caught Casey.
Oh, what a good friend.
It's like, caught him and like, oh shit, what do we do? Run.
Yeah.
And
the show closes with Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry staring face to face.
Because Joe Hendry was trying to pick up the TNA World Championship to hand to Nick Nemeth, but Nick Nemeth grabbed it at the same time, and they had themselves a nice little stare down, tugging at the championship.
These two men will clash once again for the TNA World title at Genesis next month.
Yay!
So, Juan, your thoughts on the main event and the post main event angle?
It works for me.
Yay!
It was straightforward.
It was straightforward. It was simple, and it didn't need to be complicated.
It didn't need to be overcomplicated with like a million psycho moves and
or a million ref bumps.
Seriously, the fucking ref bumps kill me.
Now, that being said, we're not going to be doing a review of this week's edition of TNA Impact because TNA decided to run their best of moments for this week and next week. However, there is something that we do need to address. And before we do that, I'm going to take a little bit of a candy break.
Yeah, you see, and while we do that, I'm also taking a look at the in the chat over here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, too many heels in AEW. Visiting Gasman, the NXT wins again. AEW is gone. Yet you're not wrong over here, Mr. Quake. Adam Page versus Moxley, battle of two guys who drink/drank too much beer. Winner of this feud might stay sober. Yeah, I think we've got better odds of Moxley staying sober than of Hangman, because Hangman is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Marina Shafir again showed off her wonderful mic skills this episode. One problem with the latest AEW pay-per-view is the synopsis. Again, no mention of matches, only saying what arena this is happening in. AJ Francis get title shots anytime, he just asked for them from Nick Nemeth. That was pretty much it. And a great seeing Joe Hendry anytime, but shouldn't Ryan Nemeth be making the save for his brother? He should, shouldn't he?
He should, shouldn't he? But there's bigger problems happening over in Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. So, and we've just caught wind of the news that it has been reported that there's been several reports of departures from wrestlers leaving TNA Wrestling.
Now, we're going to show you the articles that we're getting this from. Of course, all these wrestle rags can shove it as far as I'm concerned, because nobody really knows what's actually happening here, but take it all with a grain of salt. So we'll start off with this one article from pwmania.com. Headline reads, TNA facing potential wave of departures. You notice how they say by pwmania.com staff. They don't attribute this to any one person. That's one thing that I don't respect from these fucking rag sites.
I mean, it was either that or get it straight from the Figure 4 online.
Yeah, no, give me a fucking anybody who's attributable. Give me the name of a reporter, of a journalist, of someone writing the keystrokes on the keyboard. But that's not your fault, that's theirs. Okay, right, go ahead, Zay.
TNA Wrestling is currently experiencing a wave of departures and significant changes as the company heads into 2025. Notable names like Josh Alexander and Jordan Grace are expected to explore free agency, while others, including Rhino and Trent Seven, have already confirmed their exits. On Monday, ring announcer Jade Chung announced her departure, with her contract set to expire at the end of the year. Additionally, AJ Francis, formerly known as Flop Dollar in WWE,
Top Dollar,
has a TNA deal that is due to expire soon, with both sides reportedly open to an extension. While speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer shed light on the situation, revealing that some TNA talent were asked to take pay cuts, which has played a role in recent departures.
There may be more to coming. One of the things that happened was a lot of the talent was asked to take pay cuts. I don't know how many. And then there's Rhino, and that was among the reasons Rhino left. So he left. His last match and when you think of would have been on Saturday, I believe Jade Chung, who was the ring announcer, she left her contract. I think it was up at the year of, so she's done.
Meltzer also discussed...
Ryan!
Thank you. Meltzer also discussed the status of Josh Alexander, a cornerstone of TNA's roster whose contract is set to expire soon. Alexander, considered one of the best wrestlers in the company, has indicated that he intends to test the free agent market.
Also like Josh Alexander, who's Jade Chung's husband, she's her husband. His contract is coming up very soon. It's not a lock that he's leaving, but I think there's an exception that he's leaving. Expectation that he's leaving. I mean, or when he said he's going to test free agency. So it's kind of it's like if, and then it kind of depends on where he gets an offer. I mean, he's a great wrestler, the best guy. Tony Khan.
Oh God. Meltzer added that while Alexander may not have drawn as much attention during his last free agents period, his stock remains high due to his in-ring talent, and this time could prove different. These changes mark a challenging period for TNA as they attempt to retain key talent while balancing financial considerations. With rumors of a working relationship between WWE and TNA, the exits of stars like Jordan Grace and Josh Alexander could signal new opportunities for both the talent and the promotions involved. As TNA prepares for 2025, the coming months will be pivotal in shaping the future of its roster and direction. So in our take, TNA is going to be going through a real stress test with a lot of their notable names leaving.
Yeah, and it's going to be more than let's just put it this way. When it comes to issues of professional wrestlers, whether they have their own whether they have Brian. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, please.
Whether or not if they're going to renew or if they're going to be free agents, that's one thing. But another issue that TNA is facing over here is a giant change in their status quo, which nobody really saw coming. It's another one of those it's another fucking see, at least these guys have fucking attribution. Fuck.
Yes.
Over here.
This is a change in the status quo that none of us actually asked for, none of us actually wanted.
John in the chat, happy holidays, shout out in the chat. Thank you for that, John. Rhino is gone from TNA is sad for me, really. I always marked for him. Same for Josh Alexander. LOL, Juancho does the sound like Meltzer here. True, he does repeat this tons in every sentence. Yeah, he's a stammering, stuttering old bastard who doesn't know his left hand from his right.
All right, well, in this article provided to us by eWrestlingNews.com, this headline reads that what title should replace the TNA X Division Championship? Question of the day. So
which was written by Anthony Mango today on Tuesday the 17th.
All right. Is there any way we could zoom in?
I can, but as far as this goes, it's not going to look right.
All right.
Oh, hey, here we go.
Hey, it looks right.
Oh, hey, it looks right. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and scroll down.
This is an editorial, but letting you guys know.
If you believe some reports, the X Division Championship is going away soon, and TNA Wrestling will debut a new title in its stead at Genesis 2025. Details about the new championship are not yet revealed, and we have to take this with a grain of salt of even being real at all. So we're left to speculate as to what direction this will go, what will it be called, if it will have any different set of rules, or what it'll look like, and everything else from under the sun.
And reporter Anthony Mango's question of the day to you is, what would you replace the X Division Championship with, or would you keep it as is and not retire that title at all? Remember to answer with your response in the comments below. As far as my answer, TNA has had some pretty meh titles over the years. Why'd they create a Legends Championship, change it to a Global Championship, convert that into the TV Championship, and end that lineage with the King of the Mountain Championship is bonkers, and it never should have been a Legends Championship to begin with, let alone go down that whole rabbit hole.
Man, that was a crazy time.
I love the name Grand Championship, but I wouldn't want them to return to those rules. If they could keep that name and just make it a generic mid-card title, that would be my go-to favorite option. Frankly, I think the X Division Championship doesn't even need to go away, but it should revert back to being a strict cruiserweight belt. I know, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits, Black. But if they just said the weight limits were restored and this could be only a belt in competition for people like Kushida, then that could work for me. Otherwise, if they're going to come up with something totally brand new, I hope it isn't a location-based at all. I'll cringe if they call it the TNA Intercontinental Championship or the TNA International, National, North American, United States, etc. Calling it something like the global title and the world title is so dumb, and I hate that WWE and AEW do that. I'd go ahead and get rid of the Digital Media Championship while they're at it. That's just another television championship, and I've never liked that considering the belts are always on television as is. My vote basically boils down to, if they're even doing this at all, which I'm skeptical about, then I'd rather them create a new title that's not named after any locations and does not have any stupid rules attached to it, but can be seen as an obvious mid-card belt so that it doesn't clash with the World Heavyweight Championship in name.
All right,
So
so
that's
let's.
this guy's opinion. Basically, this is coming from the storyline bit where Moose declared that he's going to be retiring getting rid of the X Division Championship at Genesis. Did I get that right, Jose?
Yeah, you got it right.
And he declared this at Final Resolution, or
he did. I think he did declare it at Final Resolution, but like.
God dang it, Moose! Fuck you, Moose.
All right, as far as my opinion goes, I wouldn't change anything about the X Division title because the X Division is one of the major cornerstones of TNA wrestling, along with their Knockouts division. And yeah, you know what? To make it a little bit more unique, I mean, sure, why not? They can go ahead and introduce the cruiserweight weight limit if they want to. They did it before, and they played hot potato between, oh, let's put weight limits, let's not put weight limits, let's put weight limits, let's not put weight limits. So yeah, if you want to make it more exclusive, then yeah, putting a weight limit on the X Division title would help, and keep everything else the same, like keep the Ultimate X matches and all that stuff. But here's another big X factor as to why things are going completely off the rails for TNA, because one of the biggest returns that happened at Final Resolution is none other than the former TNA Knockouts World Champion and former TNA World Champion, Tessa Blanchard.
Holy shit, the controversial horsewoman herself, the daughter of Tully Blanchard, a woman who basically has become persona non grata in the last few years for being a racist cunt, was basically shuffled out of TNA wrestling, hasn't been promoted in any other major promotion. Nobody would have her because of how much drama bullshit she dragged in under herself. And thankfully, why are you giving that shit-eating grin, Jose?
Because it's the only way I can react. Please continue.
And another e-wrestling news article actually has an interesting set of news for this, because here we go. News on the backstage reaction of Tessa Blanchard's TNA return. So buckle up, buckaroos, and this one comes to us by way of Ryan Clark today.
Yep, here we go.
19th.
So TNA producer Lance Storm, one of my favorites from ACW, was a recent...
If I could be serious for just one moment...
was a recent guest on the Figure 4 Daily podcast to discuss a variety of topics, including the shocking return of Tessa Blanchard at last week's TNA Final Resolution pay-per-view event. Let's see here. Here's what he responded to in regards to that, and I quote, I've always liked Tessa. I first met her back at the NWA convention in Charlotte. I've known her for a long time, worked with her briefly in the last and my first TNA run. I do think that at some point people deserve second chances. I don't know if mistakes, no matter how bad you make when you are young, should follow you for the rest of your life. I'm hoping it will work out for her and everyone will see how things go. And now, here's what she said.
Yeah, on how people reacted backstage to her return.
It's wrestling. Everybody's going to react professionally. If you were against it, you would probably avoid her. I only saw positive responses and interactions. Most people don't want to make a scene, so if there were people who weren't happy about it, they kept quiet. All I saw was positive reactions. Clearly, she's a very talented worker.
On how Tessa Blanchard handled the allegations against her.
I think she would have been smart to apologize. Say, I was young and stupid ages ago because people have been forgiven for much less, faster. Not issuing that apology made it drag out a long period of time. Do people deserve a second chance at some point? I'd like to think so. Note,
if you have any nudes, tips, or podcast recaps you'd like to send in for us to post, full credit will be given to you. Please email me at rclarkpws@yahoo.com.
So at January 2020, Tessa Blanchard shocked the world when she defeated Sami Callihan for the TNA World title at Hard to Kill. And then all the stories of allegations came out with Tessa Blanchard making racist comments against the wrestler called La Rosa Negra, and this led to
Black Rose.
Yeah, and this led to a huge flood of different tweets of the different women's wrestlers who are corroborated with the story and confirmed those allegations, such as Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. In fact, Jordynne Grace went on record saying that she would not work with Tessa Blanchard, and it could be a major reason as to why she's leaving TNA.
It's possible. This is just speculation, rumor, and innuendo. Yeah, and it also it wasn't just calling her a racial slur, but also apparently spitting in Black Rose's face.
Yeah. This is the most TNA thing that TNA has done this year.
Like, like, unless Tessa Blanchard has in any way, shape, or form shown some form of public penance or some form of mea culpa, we're not asking for a gigantic apology tour. We're just asking for her to fucking, like, own up to her shit. Like, okay, yes, this was stupid of me, and yes, if there was anything that I could do to take that back, I would do so. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I've made mistakes. I believe I should have a second chance to do the right, to try to do better. If not for myself, then for the rest of the wrestling business. So I'm here to compete. I'm here to kick people's asses. And if anyone wants to get in my way on that, then we can settle it there. But beyond that, that's as much as you're gonna get out of me. Like, you can have that be part of her being a badass or her being a fucking monster heel or whatever the fuck. But like, you can only juggle that so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. And what a way to wrap up the year for 2024 for TNA, to sign someone as controversial and as persona non grata as Tessa Blanchard. Like, it is going to be weird how TNA is going to be navigating the waters next year with Tessa Blanchard as part of the Knockouts division.
God damn, Vicente! Holy shit, dude! Yeah, I like that Tessa Blanchard returned. I do hope she got past her racist bully attitude. Tessa was working in CMLL shows and a few XPW events. Also saw in an interview, Tessa speaks great Spanish. Tessa Blanchard with the bad attitude, a guy like me would hate fuck. Giggity.
Giggity.
It's also, a girl I would. Like, okay. First off, I don't blame you. But second off, what the fuck?
She also had a little cup of coffee over at WOW Women's of Wrestling.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah.
A cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Shut up. All right. Juan, ring the bell.
Okay, I guess we're ringing the bell.
All right. All right. So as far as the TNA's business practices goes, man, they're off to a very like if this is the way to kick off 2025, they're already off to a rocky start. And let's hope we'll have to circle back around here to see if Tessa Blanchard can help recoup their investments.
Like, or at the like, make sure that Tessa Blanchard isn't being a racist piece of shit anymore. If that's any part of like a provision of her fucking coming back, or if they manage to find a way to like get through that shit, I'm all for it. And I don't blame Jordynne Grace for not wanting to deal with Tessa Blanchard. And deal with her bullshit anytime forward. But at some point or another, you have to have professionalism win out, and these two women have to have a talk. They have to sit down, because eventually, like, assuming that Jordynne Grace, if she stays as a free agent and doesn't re-sign with TNA or doesn't come back to TNA in the future, because Jordynne Grace is one of the hottest things that TNA has ever, one of the hottest acts that they've ever put out. Jordynne is going to need to sit the fuck down, and they're going to have that mediated between Jordynne and Tessa. They're going to have to talk this shit out. They're going to have to be like, listen, you fucking set us back like years in terms of your professional career. You set us back in terms of the women's division, the Knockouts division in TNA, by your shitty behavior. You need to be more cognizant and mindful of how you're behaving.
I would like to interject.
Your bad behavior and your bad attitude reflects negatively on all of us.
Wanjo?
What's your interjection?
I would like to interject because I actually did read up that Jordynne Grace is going to be working a storyline with Tessa Blanchard, and apparently that's going to be the last one before Jordynne Grace's departure from TNA, and she's actually might be heading to WWE.
Where are you getting the storyline idea from?
I'll have to get back to you on. No.
You can bring this up. You bring this up. That means you know where you brought it up. You tell me. Tell me their name.
I'll tell you behind the scenes
later.
Tell me their name. Calm down.
Never.
We have to wrap up.
Yeah, well, tell me now. You want to bring it up and tell me about it.
I'm not going to bring it up right now.
Why won't you tell me? Why would you say this?
Again, it's speculative. I need to find the sources. All right, man. Now let's.
Where did it come from?
I will tell you later. Stop it, please.
If you say Dave Meltzer, I will pluck your beard out.
It's not awesome. Now I'm asking you one more time. Stop it, Juan.
Okay, but if you say Dave Meltzer, I will pluck your beard out.
Stop that. Anyway.
Never.
All right, now this year's AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash. Okay, opening match was Main event match was you know what? Let's focus on the positives. So Will Ospreay versus Darby Allin. That was fucking awesome.
Except Darby Allin killed himself again.
Yeah, or is trying to. He's trying really hard.
Don't you have a mountain to climb? How the fuck are you supposed to climb Mount Everest and plant a flag for AEW so that all those sickos can be on top of the world if you kill yourself like that? Stop it! Stop being stupid!
And as far as Tony Storm's character arc goes with the amnesia shit going on, you know what? I trust Tony. Tony has not let us down.
Tony Storm.
I trust
Please
Tony
clarify.
Storm. I trust Tony Storm.
Ugh.
She has not let us down with the timeless gimmick. She has not let us down with her character. So let's see where she takes it. Let's let the lady chef cook. Alright?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with what you say over here. I was about to say, like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait until we go off the air. I'll start plucking your beard now.
Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT started. The best match was arguably the women's tag match with the spot from Sol Ruka jumping off and doing that surfer dive. That was such good shit, and I loved it. All the other matches were pretty good. I gotta send you the clip where freaking Ren Sinclair does the titty slap, so you can laugh about it.
Wait. Oh my god, you're right. She did do a titty slap.
Yeah. The main event match, however, that's what took me out of it because they made the finish so freaking complicated when it didn't need to be. It's so unnecessary and it's so convoluted.
And this just goes to show you I don't just shit on AEW for shitting on AEW's sake. I crapped on Sean for doing this shit tonight on HBK because, like, that was fucking dumb.
That was very dumb.
No, like, it was like, okay, I get it, we're building to having this stuff, but at the same time, like, come on, man.
Exactly.
If you wanted a finish where neither man looks weak at the end of it, have it be a double DQ or something like that. I don't fucking know.
No, of course.
Yeah, it's a DQ finish is bullshit, but if you're going to do that to build to a triple threat, then, like, fucking...
Do that. All right. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, folks. We appreciate all of you tuning in, and you guys have been very awesome in the live chat. So tune in to next week's edition on December 26th, on Boxing Day, where we continue our regular format of show reviews, and we're also going to be reviewing the main event of this year's Ring of Honor Final Battle.
Oh, God, help me.
That's right. Tune in next week for that. More on that later. But for now, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona! As he reviews for you the best of the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravensflock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravensflock Online, Kick.com/The Ravensflock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravensflock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravensflock.
All right, thank you very much for tuning into a special edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and ho ho ho, happy holidays.